Hello everyone, Cap here and welcome back to some more Mechabellum. We have a new patch and it is a big one. It is out right now. This time it wasn't announced earlier. I think previous patches were announced a day or two before or something. Or even longer. But now this one just released out of nowhere. And it is really interesting because for one, there is a new unit. The Scorpion. A heavy unit equipped with a huge cannon that can cause a lot of damage to cluster units. We will have a look at the in-game stuff here in a moment. But let's first go through all the changes here. Also, new variant, mass-produced Wraith. So there is a card now for mass-produced Wraiths. You can actually spam the Wraiths for 200 credits instead of 300. But of course it's a bit weaker. Could be fun though. And also, unit skin system. Added skins for Marksman, Overlord and Rhino, and new skins will continue to be added in the future. Yeah, also want to show you something about this in-game in a moment here. Kind of interesting, but yeah, let's get to that in a moment. Before that though, prediction system adjustment. Not sure how many of you actually care about this, but each prediction ticket will inject an additional 50 insight into the prize pool, and also maximum prediction tickets for a single game has been adjusted from 20 to 200. Also, this is not listed here, but maybe the most important change for this as well. You can now select the number of tickets that you want to use in-game directly. So you don't need to click 200 times to bet 200 tickets. But instead you can just type in the number or use a slider to select 200 tickets to bet all at once or something. Or however many tickets you like. And balance adjustments, also quite a few here, pretty important. Wraith, range increased from 50 to 55 and attack increased by 5%. Wraith getting a buff here, kind of needed, but also I've seen matches where Wraiths did get out of hand and could not be stopped anymore. So let's see how this affects things. Definitely wasn't way too weak before. So this could either put it in a perfect spot or maybe even a little bit too strong now, but we will find out over the next days and weeks when people actually test everything. Also, a very big change, War Factory. Attack interval adjusted from 2 seconds to 1.8 seconds. Attacks quicker for some reason, and HP increased for some reason, once more. 3% more HP. And okay, but now the big changes, the other big changes. The production interval of steel ball production adjusted from 5 seconds to 5.5 seconds. Sledgehammer production from 4 to 4.4 and Phoenix production from 10 to 11 seconds. This is also Phoenix production from 300 to 350. This is exactly what I was calling for. An adjustment to the production speed of all the production tags. So that's actually kind of what I predicted a nerf to the War Factory could be like, and yeah, here it is. Nice, I agree with this. War Factories did spit out too many units over time. In the later rounds, when you have all production tags and multiple War Factories, it just gets overwhelming. Vulcan attack adjusted from 88 to 87, okay, whatever. Don't think that makes too big of a difference. Wasp, the price of Elite Marksman reduced from 400 to 300. Alright. Maybe more carry Wasps? I don't think so, but yeah, whatever. Why not? Phoenix attack reduced by 3%. RIP. Not fully sure why. I feel like they were kind of fine now. Especially already not one-shotting level 1 sledgehammers anymore. But yeah, whatever. Phoenix is definitely a strong unit overall. I guess. Too strong. Marksman HP increased by 5%. Marksmen do not have a ton of HP and 5% more. Not sure if that makes a difference, to be honest. Would make a difference for Assault Marksman probably, because it's amplified. Sledgehammer HP increased by 3%. Steel Ball attack increased by 5%. Rhino Specialist's HP bonus adjusted from plus 400 to plus 200. Okay, apparently too strong. With the recent patch, the one before, they adjusted Rhino Specialist to give plus 400, and before it was, I think, minus 200 or something. And okay, now they are dialing it back a little bit. Rhino Specialist slightly too strong, apparently. And Fangs, the price of portable shield adjusted from 400 to 450. It just gets more expensive over and over. Yeah, it's just the most important tag on Fangs in most matches, or the most picked tag on Fangs, let's say that. Just having Fangs as chaff is really good in most matches, and then just clicking portable shield oftentimes helps out a ton more as well. Also, other changes. The appearance of some units has been slightly tweaked to improve their visibility. Added an option to increase maximum camera height. Yay! Best change to this entire patch. Who cares about a new unit? We can zoom out again. I love this. Devs actually managed to get it done for the next patch. So they did kind of announce that they were looking into adjusting the max camera height. And yeah, they did it. Very good. Added more purchasable items to the cosmetic store. Lots of other small quality of life improvements. A couple of bug fixes. Fix an issue that caused units to move unexpectedly when unlocked. Oh yeah, I know what that is. You buy a unit, you place that unit, and then you unlock a new unit. The unit that you most recently placed will snap towards where your mouse cursor is. That was the issue before, and that is fixed. That's very good, because that was very annoying. Fix an issue where mobile beacon could sometimes cause pathfinding errors for War Factory. Hey, also very good. War Factory with mobile beacon was kind of bugged, and War Factories did get stuck and did whatever when moved with mobile beacons sometimes. Fix an issue where War Factories located on the edge of the shield would sometimes not take damage correctly. I feel like that's not a War Factory specific issue. I've seen this issue many times with all kinds of units. So I'm glad they fixed this, but only for War Factories apparently. That's not good. All kinds of units sometimes did not take damage when they were at the edge of a barrier. I think that's what they mean here, the bubble. I've seen that multiple times, and then neither the bubble nor the unit actually take damage, so that's a very impactful bug. It doesn't happen often, but it's very impactful. So, for example, I've seen it multiple times that a fortress was shooting a unit that was like half in the barrier and half outside, and all the shots from the fortress were just getting lost. Nothing happened. No damage to the bubble, no damage to the unit. So yeah, that's a big bug, but it doesn't happen often. Don't like that they mentioned War Factories here specifically. That means that they maybe are not aware that it's also happening for other units. I'm not sure. Anyways, and fixed many other issues. Alright, sounds good. Let's get into the game here and actually look at the new unit. Alright, here it is. The Scorpion. I feel like I've seen this design before in some other game. I don't know where. Like exactly this, like a big cannon on top like this, and almost like a bug or a spider or whatever at the bottom. KKND or something like that. Some old school RTS game, I believe, had a similar unit, but anyways. This Scorpion does deal AoE damage and attacks quite slowly. So HP 15, almost 16k, so it's somewhat tanky. It's very slow, 6 meters per second, just like Fangs and everything like that. Attack is almost 14k per hit. That one-shots most tier 2 units. It's even enough for level 3 steel balls, I believe, if I am doing the math right in my head right now. So Scorpion one-shotting level 3 steel balls. That seems kind of nuts. Also Splash, of course, as I mentioned. But yeah, very slow attack, and range is 105. It's quite long, quite far. Also, there are tags that can affect the range quite significantly. Also, it's ground only, by the way, cannot attack air. So let's go through the tags here. First up, this is two completely new tags here for this one. First one is acid attack. Scorpion's attack will create an acid area with a radius of 50 meters at the hit point. The acid area lasts for 40 seconds. Units within the acidic liquid lose 3% health per second and will suffer 250% damage when attacked. So yeah, range acid basically. It will leave a pool wherever the impact lands. That is very nice and very strong. I do believe... So I already checked out a couple of matches. I haven't played myself yet. I will get into a match right after I'm finishing this video. But from what I've seen, I feel like acid might need a nerf after this. I do believe the suffer 250% damage when attacked might be too much now, because you can reliably put acid on top of the opponent's units, and then they just insta-die from all other damage. So I do believe acid now with this unit and acid attack here might be too strong, but we will find out. Also, siege mode. Scorpion enters siege mode, increasing range by 70 meters, but decreases attack by 40%, and it cannot attack enemies within 75 meters around it. So has a dead zone, has a lot more range and less damage. So can, for example, shoot the acid across half the map, pretty much. And yeah, could be kind of nice. But also, the shots do have a travel time, and they can actually miss. So kind of similar to Stormcallers in that sense. And yeah, the other tags, range enhancement, just more range without a downside, double shot, field maintenance, and armor enhancement. Alright, so much for the Scorpion for a moment here. Let's check out the skins, because for one, well, skins in the game, but also you can buy the skins for real currency. I personally do not mind. I was wondering about this, and I kind of expected this because Mechabellum is planned to release free-to-play in about May next year, possibly around that time. And they do need to make money somehow, and I expected them to do that with skins in the shop. So yeah, that is now kind of confirmed basically. Price-wise, seems okay-ish. I never get the point of buying skins for real currency. I never do that in any game. I don't really care about that so much, but I do know that in other games, skins are way more expensive. So at least 10 bucks for something like this. Even more sometimes. And yeah, seems okay, I guess. Also, I just noticed, it seems that the skins... Okay, that makes the price maybe too expensive. The skins, I think, if I understand this correctly, only apply to a certain level of the unit. So, for example, let's click on the Marksman here. Not like this, on here. And this skin only applies to level 3 Marksman. So level 1 still looks like this, level 2 like this, and for level 3 can either pick the default or the flame if you bought it. So it's not every Marksman, but that also kind of makes sense because you do want to see the levels represented by the skin. So before, this is white, blue for level 2 and orange for level 3, as we all know and are familiar with. So you kind of want that progression. Wouldn't make sense to have this flame skin for literally every Marksman, I guess. So yeah, it's understandable, but at the same time, that just means you see this less often. And yeah, I guess that is how it is. Alright, let's quickly go into the testing grounds to have a look at the Scorpion in action to close out this video here. And before I finish this and can go into matches myself, because I'm actually itching to play right now. I haven't felt this excited about the game in, I don't know, a while. Definitely refreshing here with a new unit and everything. Alright, let's put down some scorpions real quick. And on the other side, level 3 steel walls. If I actually did that math correctly. Let's see. Also zoom here, by the way. You can zoom out so far. That's actually too far for me. I think I do something like this. So I can see the flanks. And yeah, level 1 scorpions are one-shotting the level 3 sledgehammers. So that's what they look like. They kind of charge up a shot and then just absolutely blast whatever. Okay, let's pick up the 2 new tags here right away. So more range, but less attack, and also a dead zone. So quite large actually, the dead zone. Is it larger than Stormcallers? It's kind of similar, I guess. Okay, maybe it's the same as Stormcallers. Yeah, they are shooting upwards now and kind of more looking like a projectile with the path and everything. And they leave acid on the ground now, as expected. But now they are... Wait, actually they can shoot each other's steel bolts, but... Reduced damage from the siege mode actually makes them not one-shot steel bolts anymore. But yeah. That is the Scorpion here. Kind of an interesting unit, especially with the acid attack. I believe this will be very strong and very, very popular as well. Just having acid all over the place. So basically, I kind of predict that ground units are going to get wrecked. At least like leveled ground units like steel walls and sledgehammers and everything, but also ground giants, of all kinds of ground giants as well. Vulcans, Fortress, Melting Point, also War Factory. I think all of those are going to be very unpopular and possibly bad for now. At least until this acid gets possibly nerfed. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm estimating this incorrectly. Maybe I have a wrong opinion here, but I do believe this acid is too strong overall. Just having some... So it's basically the same as Fire Stormcallers. Fire Stormcallers are also very strong. They clean chaff, and the acid is basically the same as Fire Stormcallers, but for giants. And thus can be even more value, because giants are more expensive than chaff. And yeah, if you can take out giants or leveled units and everything very easily, comparatively, because of the acid now, that's going to be a lot of value. Anyways, so much for that. Thank you guys for watching, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, bye.